Good morning, welcome everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and today I'm going to be giving you some prediction readings for the 7th of February. Now I am out here with Sprocket. Sophie's gone for a walk with my daughter. I'm sure she'll be back soon. Oh, it's really hot here today. It's going to be like in the 30s again today, so it's pretty steamy already, but I thought I'd come out and shoot this video while it's a little bit cooler this morning. First off, welcome anybody new to my channel. Hit those like buttons, guys, and like I say, please feel free to comment down below. We chat to each other here, we let each other know what's going on in our countries, so we often don't see it on mainstream media, and there is a lot going on, particularly around the trumpet show. We know there's a lot going on. I fed Sprocket some munchies, so hopefully that keeps him busy for a little while. If you are new here, my dog Sprocket is blind, so we have to be a bit careful of him with the camera because he's got a bit of a reputation of knocking the camera over, being such a massive wolfhound bull Arab cross rescue that he is. He's a bit of a, well, you know, it's not easy when you can't see where you're going. So fingers we don't get the camera knocked over today. Cheers everyone, I have got my lemonade. Alright, first off, I've got a little bit of admin today, guys. A little bit of admin. Hate speech is being addressed again in Oz. Of course it is. Because of the anti-Semitism and graffiti and everything that's been going on that I've been telling you guys about, that Elbow has not been addressing. They're revisiting the hate speech. We knew the hate speech was going to become a huge issue. It still is. It's a huge issue. So they're focusing on that again in Parliament, getting control of speech, as we know. Perfect reason with the anti-Semitism, graffiti and everything that's going on around the Jewish community here in Oz. Absolutely ridiculous. Can't even believe it's happening, guys. How's this the other day, guys, here in Oz? The tracking GPS monitors, that the systems that track some of the criminals, there was a company that was tracking criminals and they just shut down, but they didn't tell anyone. And so the criminals, I think it was called Failsafe, they didn't tell anyone that they were closing down. And these were like criminals that were gunmen, arsonists, and the company collapsed, but it didn't tell anyone. So the criminals' tracking system, ankle monitors or whatever they are, just went down. Oh, not a big deal at all, is it, guys? Like, seriously? How's the bad communication of that? Honestly, it's mental. And I also see, guys, that Trump is banning the transgender athletes in women's sport. Oh, hallelujah. Someone with some common sense. Isn't that brilliant? Let's hope it follows suit around the world. Well, that was completely idiotic anyway. Well, we know that Trudeau was all for it, wasn't he? It's absolute insanity. So good on Trump. He's certainly moving and shaking a lot of things, isn't he? The other thing here, yes, as per usual, e-scooter fires. We had 4 e-scooter fires yesterday on the news within a 12-hour period. They're obviously having to talk about it because these lithium batteries are an issue, especially when they're wanting us to live in, as we know here, the BS detectors, 15-minute cities where you'll be riding your e-bikes and e-scooters. Well, apparently fire's a bit of an issue. And as we know, they go off like fireworks, firecrackers, and you can't put them out. So a huge issue here in Oz. And also, speaking of renewables, the Treasurer here, Jim Chalmers, he's they're talking about bringing out new taxes on EV cars. So people who thought they were going to just get their EV car and just be driving around and saving all this money, well, apparently not, because they have to fund the roads as well. Because remember, you still got to use the roads like the fueled cars. So they're actually going to start to tax EV cars here in Oz. It's just mad. Honestly, what is going on, guys? Nothing makes sense. They promise everyone the world and then they change all the rules. We know how it goes in Clown Show 2.0. They just, they give everybody this illusion that if you go down the renewable road, for example, your EV cars, scooters, bikes, etc., etc., you're going to save all this money by having solar panels on your house, doing all the right things, and it's going to cost you nothing. That's what they make out. But in actual fact, it's going to cost you still a lot more. So Go figure, guys. I'm sure this is happening in your countries as well. All right, let's get straight into the reading and see what comes up. Oh, I'm getting Melbourne in Australia here, Victoria, which is the state of Victoria. And Melbourne is the most locked down city in the world other than Panda. We always talk about it. It was locked down for 2 years, guys, 2 years. I'm just getting more control in Melbourne. Oh, Melbourne had a lot of businesses shut down. A lot of places didn't survive. I still feel like Melbourne's getting the squeeze. I'm just seeing this squeeze still in Melbourne or Victoria. Jacinta Allen, your Prime Minister, is not great. She's very woke and she's very left. So all her decision making is around the agenda. So I still feel like Melbourne, Victoria is going to really cop a lot of the nonsense that's going on around everything. Just all the silliness. Oh, all the silliness. It's still going to continue in Melbourne. Everything seems to happen in Melbourne, Victoria, doesn't it, guys? So I'm getting still more of that because of your premier there, which is Jacinta Allen. She's crazy. She just lives up to the absolute agenda, that woman. All right. So you're still going to have some rough, turbulent times ahead. But the thing is, people will stand up in Melbourne. We know because of the video on YouTube, if you haven't seen it, called Battleground Melbourne, during the protests about 5 years ago, when the mandates, etc., came out and when people were over being locked in their homes for 2 years. Well, I feel like you're going to get more protests down there because of the crazy decisions this Jacinta Allen is making for your state. None of it makes sense. There's no logic. All right. I'm just getting a lot of money's going to pour into these war-torn countries. We know Trump's putting his hand up to help Gaza. More money pouring into, I'm getting Ukraine. Lots of money going into these places to rebuild. Or is it to build back better? We don't know. But it's definitely a rebuilding. I mean, they obviously have to get the funds from somewhere to prop their countries back up because there's pretty much no infrastructure at all. Gaza it's not great. So I am getting a lot of money pouring into these areas again. Ukraine's another one. Zelensky will be getting a lot of support. But they have to. They don't have a choice anymore. So I am getting a lot of money pouring into these areas. War-torn countries from other countries. I'm getting Germany, and I'm getting Germany's right on the brink. Like we always talk about Germany standing up, fighting back. They don't want to go back to the way that they were. I am getting that they're still strong. People are still standing up for the cause. They will not be treated... they will not allow things to happen that happened in the past. That's what I'm getting. So Germany's still... Well, Germany's risen, it's saying, but Germany will rise again if need be. So I feel like that vibrational frequency of Germany is really, really up. It's up high, meaning people being awake in Germany. It's good. I'm getting visions of all of us BS detectors here on this channel just flying to our destination. Like we're just flying in, we're coming in for a landing now. It's like we've been flying around. We often talk about being the maverick rebel bravehearts flying around in our jet planes, like fighter jets, staying off the radar, staying high above things. But now we're able to come in for a landing into the sort of the hangar and rest up for a while. I'm just getting that. We don't need to, well, it's not so much hide from government. We can just it's probably like a refuel. If you think about your plane coming into the hangar or into the, what do you call it, the landing strip, whatever, usually coming in for a refuel or some time out. Well, that's us. We can have a refuel, time out. This is the year for us to re-energize, to rebuild our lives, to take stock of everything that's going on in our lives is what I'm getting for us. So we can afford to land our Maverick fighter jets now and chill out. That's what I'm getting for us. It's our turn to have a rest. We don't have to be in fight or flight anymore. That's not where we're at. We're in chill out mode now. For a few years, we've been in a bit of fight or flight, haven't we? Having to navigate all this woke bullshit and garbage and nonsense and lies that we've been getting fed. Well, we're not there now. We can just chill out. Land our, like I said, our jet planes and just allow it all to unfold is what I'm getting. We don't have to stay hidden off the radar anymore. Because we can't be found anyway. It's like we're invisible sort of to government anyway. Sprocket, just be careful of the camera. Good boy. Sit down. Oh, he's right behind it. Sorry, guys. No. Good boy. Sit down. Sorry, guys. You know what he's like. Come here. Come here. Sit. 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 Oh, he makes me nervous, Sprocket. All right, let's keep going. I'm getting there's a lot going on in Europe. Europe's fighting back. Europe's not tolerating the nonsense anymore. Like I've been saying to you guys for a long time now, Europe has been having a very, very high cost of living, financial... How's Sprocket? He's got his head in the strawberries looking for strawberries. Their cost of living was crazy through the roof. So I'm feeling Europe really standing up now. We kept getting the waves of awakening this year across Europe. Well, we're definitely getting that. They're not going to take it anymore. People are at breaking point, to the point they have to do something, and they have to do something now. So I'm seeing lots of change in Europe. People fighting back, people standing up, people not taking it, people finding their voices. That's what I'm getting across Europe. I'm getting Spain is being very highlighted to me, that they're going to really stand up and fight back. People in Spain just won't take things lightly. They're not going to just take things on board and do as they're told. People in Spain are going to, well, like I said, fight back. They're going to stand to their government. I'm just getting that for Spain. They're quite feisty over there is what I'm getting. And the people in Spain know they can make a difference. They don't have to just go along with the narrative and the agenda and what's being fed to them. They know that they have the courage and the strength to stand up and fight back. That's what I'm getting for Spain. Keep getting Iceland communications, and I'm getting Poland as well. I'm just getting these communication hubs. Whatever this means, I'm not sure what it's about, whether it's more global scale communications or it's more satellite communications. It could be this space travel stuff like Elon Musk, the SpaceX and all this kind of thing. But I am getting these communication hubs, but I'm getting Poland and I'm getting Iceland for those. I've had Iceland quite a few times when it comes to this communications. I'm getting New Zealand and I'm getting Chris Luxon and I'm getting it. He's got his dinghy and he's getting people to come on board with him. He's rowing, but he's getting people to come on his boat with him. He's getting more Kiwis to hop on his boat. And he's transferring, like, for example, the little boat now to a big cruise liner ship because there's more and more people coming on board. I feel like Chris Luxon's getting quite a good following in New Zealand. People are starting to understand him. They're getting a better take on where the direction he's taking them in New Zealand. So I'm getting that more people are coming along with him and his, well, steering of the ship in New Zealand. And helping you guys to move forward. I keep saying it, cost of living wise and financially. He is trying to help the farmers. He is trying to help the little people. He's trying to make New Zealand better and more affordable. to improve your living standards in New Zealand. I am getting that. So I'm getting started with his little rowboat, but now it's like he's got this big luxury cruise liner that way more people are jumping on board with him now. It's really good. He's getting much more support, I feel, Chris Luxon, because people were unsure of him in the beginning. And look, no one's going to be perfect. We know that. But at least people are starting to get a bit more trust built up with Chris Luxon. And that's great, guys. That's what you want. You want someone who's on your team and on your side and not just pushing this stupid nonsense BS garbage agenda that that these global elites are trying to push onto everybody. All for what? It's just crazy, isn't it? And none of us want it. That's the craziest part about it all. I'm getting China, and I'm seeing Trudeau, and I'm seeing Trudeau still really reaching out with Trump. There's a lot of wheelings and dealings going on with Trump. We know Trudeau's put his hand up and said he'll resign at the next election. Fingers you get Pierre Poilievre or somebody that's decent in there that's awake. But I am getting that. Trudeau's... Oh, sorry, a parrot was flying towards me. Trudeau's trying to... do more productive trade because he loves being empowered. We know that he does. He likes to feel like he's a VIP, very important person. So we're going to see more of him trading. There'll be more pictures with Xi Jinping, more pictures with Trump. He'll be shaking hands with this person, that person. Could even be Albanese, Elbow. It is making lots of connections now. He feels like China's got a lot to offer the world. So why not keep building while he's still there? Why not keep building his country into a bigger, more important country? Hang on. And of course I'm getting that most of the people in China, the little folk, want him gone. They've had enough. Everyone's had enough of Trudeau. He's just like hanging in there by the skin of his teeth now. If it comes to the vote, we know he's gone. I just hope that you have a better opposition leader and the potential of somebody completely different coming in like a Trump that's going to just shake things up. But I am seeing that. People in China really want to go to the vote now. They're really ready for this to happen. They're sick of Trudeau's dictating ways, his tyrannical... the way he runs the country, the way he follows Panda, as we know, which is China here if you knew, the way he follows and loves that real communism rule. People don't want it, so they know they have to vote a different way. Spocket, what are you doing? He's on his way. Let me see if there's one more thing and then we'll pull some cards, guys. Spocket, come here. No, this way. Good boy. Here. He's a goofy, isn't he? I'm getting the UK. I'm getting lots of strikes. This is people being overworked, underpaid. I'm seeing the black cabs. They're sort of dying out a little bit too, I'm getting in the UK. But they're fighting for their industry, survival as well. Maybe you guys, well, we know Starmageddon's such a clown, but he'd be looking at these driverless taxis, etc., taking over. So a lot of I think you're going to have like cabbie protests because they're going to lose their jobs. What are they all going to do? So I'm seeing just lots of black cabs lined up. More protests about wages. Could be nurses protesting as well. I just see a lot of protests this year for the UK. All really fighting back against Armageddon because we know it's just an absolute clown that he is. Just pushing the agenda, just not caring about the little people at all and just pushing his agenda. That's what I'm getting for the UK. I'm just seeing the black taxi cabs fighting back, lining up, protesting. They don't want the driverless cabs and all this kind of stuff. That'd be so scary, I reckon, being in a driverless cab and then it locks the doors and can take you anywhere. Like, as a woman, a single woman, you wouldn't want to be sitting in one of those cabs by yourself, would you guys? Oh, scary as. God, it's been an interesting year so far, hasn't it, guys? You think of everything that's going on. We're a month into it. We've now hit February. And Trumpet has been just shaking everything up, without a doubt. We knew it was going to happen, but it's like really full on, isn't it, guys? Things we couldn't even imagine he's addressing. It's so good. Oh, sorry, guys, still a little bit weary. I'm getting there, though. Let's pull a fairy oracle. Sprocket's having a rest behind me. Into the woods. Oh, I need the specs. Can't read anything. Stranger in a strange land, new experiences, feeling uncertain transition zone. See, it's almost like, to me, a little bit of hesitation moving forward there, like hiding behind the tree, staying protected by the tree. Stranger in a strange land, new experiences, feeling uncertain transition zone. And this is possibly the people waking up too, guys. This is strange for them. See, we saw a lot of this coming. We have this intuition, this knowing. So we could see a lot of this coming, but a lot of people didn't. And a lot of people were in denial. Of course, we know that they were. So, stranger in a strange land. So this is all feeling very strange for a lot of people. Oracles of the unicorns. Because people, like I keep saying to you, how can your government be wanting to save you 1 minute, then the next minute they don't care about you and they're destroying all your small businesses, and the cost of living's destroying people's lives? Like, it just doesn't add up, does it? Healer. You have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. Well, that's who we are, isn't it, guys? We're healers. We can't help it. It's just how we're wired. We're here to, and you know, that could be also vibrationally, keeping your vibration up. Because when a heap of us wake up en masse, the vibrational energy tends to lift other people's as well. You have powerful healing gifts. Have faith in your abilities. Stay true to your path as a healer. So just stay true to your path. It's not that you're healing people individually. This is about healing the energy and the planet and the shift, and helping with the awakening and keeping that high vibe up in order to make changes happen. Let's pull an awaken card. We haven't done these for a while. Hot, Spocky. Is hot. Sit down. Sit. Sit. Little boy. Goofy. Sit down. Sit. Awakening. I feel the presence of love within me. Yeah, it's happening en masse now. People are waking up. We've got that like pyramid energy. Awakening. I feel the presence of love within me. Well, I guess too, what I'm getting there is things are really improving. You know, we have got, probably a lot of us have gone through a really hard time in the last few years, but we're just not there anymore. We just have learned how to live a simple life, how to protect ourselves. I was actually talking to my daughter about that yesterday with people, because she's an empath as well, and just how important it is to protect ourselves and our energy and stay really grounded in our own strength and power. That's why so many of us enjoy being outdoors, being with our pets, doing the things that we really love, focusing on our creativity, our passions. All these things are important to keeping you, clear-minded. All right, let's see if there's anything to finish off with today. Getting that song by the Beatles, The Walrus, again. I've had that a few times now. I am the walrus, choo-choo-choo-choo-choo. You are me and I am thee, and we are all together. It's a little bit of a weird song, but then everything is weird at the moment, isn't it? It kind of fits, doesn't it, guys? I'm getting that song Walrus by the Beatles. think that's what's called, is it? I am the walrus. It sort of doesn't make a lot of sense. Maybe it's someone on hallucinating or something, I'm not sure. But I am getting that song. And I'm getting that song by Gordon Lightfoot, Sundown. Sundown, you better take care. If you find you've been sleeping on my back chair. I think it's called Sundown. I'm getting that song. And I'm getting Bruce Springsteen's Born in the USA. Born in the USA. And to me, that's about, I'm seeing the flag. I'm just seeing that that growth again in America, where it's that pride, getting that sense of good frequency vibration. If you think of the boss on stage singing Born in the USA, it's like a pretty good vibe, isn't it? That's what I'm getting for you over there in America. Obviously, there's lots of changes happening, well, clearly, with Trump there is, and things are feeling better. So I'm just going to leave you with that today. Born in the USA by The Boss. That's a cool song, isn't it? I'm going to leave you with that today. And that's for everybody, because fingers, everything that Trump's doing will eventually filter out and start to have an effect on other leaders. Because, well, if nothing else, I guess Trump is highlighting it to everybody else. Because if he's calling out this transgender women in sports, or transgender people in women's sports, etc., and he's putting a stop to it, you know, that's highlighting it to other people who are waking up as well, that, well, maybe that's not such a great idea. Why were they doing that anyway? So I'm going to leave you with that today. The Boss, Born in the USA. All right, I'm going to say goodbye from me and Sprocket. There's Sprocko over there. And Sophie's still on her walk. So have a great weekend, everybody. Don't forget, like buttons. Please comment. And please consider subscribing. It'd be lovely to have you here. And I'll come on and chat to you very soon. Take care, everyone. I'll talk to you. Bye.